Hello and welcome to this Meaco video to show you everything that you need to know about the Pedestal fan. We've done videos for you before in the past on the 1056 and the 360 and the 650, are incredibly popular desk-based fans. This is the Pedestal version of the 1056. Basically, it is exactly the same as the 1056 that's won all of the awards and it's by far and away our best-selling fan. So you've got all of that, but in a pedestal format here. So everything you love about the 1056, but maybe with a little bit more flexibility in being able to use it in other areas around the house, and it's floor standing as well. So just to run you through the pedestal version and what you should expect if you decide to buy one. The remote control just lives here in the center. There's a little magnet on the back which holds it in place. So you can replicate the controls on the base, but you can do a lot more with the remote itself. So with the remote, turn it on and the fan starts to run. It remembers that last time I was using it, it was on fan speed 6, so it's automatically defaulted to that. You'll see here on the remote we've got up and down controls for the fan speed, so I can change that to whatever I wish. One of the great things about all of our fans is they're incredibly quiet, really quiet. And what I will do during this video is I'll just stop talking so that you get a chance to listen and hear what the fan sounds like in different fan speeds. So at the moment it's on fan speed 1, my mic's by here, and I'm just going to try and help you hear, or probably not hear, what sort of noise you're getting. If I'm honest, I can't really hear it and I'm leaning in. On fan speed 1, it's incredibly quiet. There's still a good airflow coming off it, but not that you're really going to notice. So in terms of your options, well, what the fans are famous for is the oscillation. So we've got vertical oscillation and side-to-side oscillation. Why that is so good with these fans is this is when you really start to move all of the air within the room. So what the fan is doing is it's pushing the air up to the ceiling, it's pushing the air against walls, and the air starts to bounce off those surfaces. And even if you're not sitting in the direct airflow of the fan itself, after a while you start to feel that gentle breeze of the air moving past you. That is why people like this air circulation so much, as opposed to a normal fan, a traditional fan if you like. So we then have, as we go around, modes. Okay, that is not available on the normal 1056. That's something that is exclusive to the Pedestal fan. Now the options on the mode, as you press the mode button, it will say on the display which mode you're on. Basically what you're looking at is a natural wind mode, quite popular with a lot of customers, whereby you can set your fan speed between 1 and 12, but the airflow will just change from a strong airflow to a weaker airflow, just to try and replicate that sort of change in breeze that you get within nature. Another mode that you can select on there is our sleep mode, whereby you set your fan speed, and what happens is every 30 minutes it will just drop down a fan speed. So slowly but steadily it reduces the fan speed, so that stops the chance of you waking up and feeling particularly cold because it's got to the middle of the night and the machine's still going at the same speed at which you left it when you went to sleep. And the other mode that you've got on there is the one that is particularly popular with customers, is the eco mode. And what the eco mode does is it decides on what fan speed is required. So if you turn the machine on and you use eco mode, then as the room gets hotter during the day, it increases its fan speed. And then as the room starts to cool down, it will reduce its fan speed. So I'll just press the mode button. And you can see on the display it's just changed to 27 degrees because I'm filming this during one of the hotter days in a British summer, and so it is 27 degrees within the room. So it's automatically increased the fan speed, and because it knows I had it on fan speed 1 and that's not enough at 27 degrees C. So it's up the fan speed and it's increased it, and you might be able to hear that coming through on the mic whilst I'm talking to you. I'll just take this as an opportunity just again to give you a sample of what that noise level is like. So you might have got some wind noise on the mic as the wind blew straight onto me, but in terms of actual noise of the machine operating and noise from the fan itself, I doubt very much that you heard much. It's moving a lot of air now. That's quite a breeze that's coming off it. It's actually quite pleasant, but it's not disturbing in terms of noise. There's hardly anything coming from it at all. So just taking it back into normal operation, that's fan speed 6 it was on there. What I'll do is I'll just increase it to fan speed 12, which is as loud as it's going to get, and you can compare. So we're now shifting a huge amount of air. There is a lot coming off this. Well, that's as much noise as it's going to make. So you're probably going to pick some up when it hits the mic as it comes back round. And if you're hearing that rush of wind flow on the mic, then that gives you an idea of how much air we're actually moving. But of course, in normal operation, I wouldn't actually be sitting this close to a fan going at fan speed 12. It's actually too much. So of course, in normal times, the fan would be further away from me with that sort of airflow going on. This is where I'm maybe cooling a whole room, and multiple people are benefiting from this, and we're bouncing all that air off the ceiling, off the walls. It's not the sort of fan speed that you'd have it going at if you were just looking to cool yourself and you had the fan as close to you as this. Other options on the remote control are timer on and timer off. So that either means when the machine is turned off, I can set the machine to come on in, say, 4 hours time if I wish to pre-cool a bedroom before I get up there. Or when I do go to bed at night, I can set it so the fan goes off in, say, 3, 4 or 5 hours. The important thing about the off one in particular is that when it does turn itself off with the off timer, it doesn't bleep. So you're not going to set the fan to turn off at, say, 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and then it bleeps and wakes you up at 2 o'clock in the morning because you've set that on the off timer. That's quite important. It's not going to do that. The final button for us to consider on the remote is the light button. So obviously you've got the reading on the display, and you can see that says fan speed 2 and the oscillation is on. Now if you're using it within a bedroom environment, you might appreciate having that light on there and having a little bit of glow, and that might be something that helps you get to sleep at night, having a little bit of a night light. Or you might be that you prefer total darkness and you don't want a night light. Obviously that's a very personal choice. So if I press the light button, you'll see that there's nothing now coming from the machine at all. The display is completely blank. Obviously the machine's still working, but the machine is completely blank. That's a choice, and it's there, so you've got the flexibility. The remote, like I say, magnet on the back, just lives by there. Circular remote, so you're not going to confuse it with any other remote within the house. Finally, on the actual unit itself, I'm just going to turn it off while I do this. If I just bring this a little bit closer to myself, The handle, first of all, is fake leather, so that's absolutely fine for vegans, vegetarians and what have you. So that's not a problem at all. On the back of the fan, two things. First of all, it's a pedestal, so we can increase its height. If I press this button here, up it flips, and then I can press it again and just put it up to whatever height I wish. If I'm going to adjust it back down, just some hand pressure there, and you can feel it going back down through the ratchet to the bottom to restore it back to where you want it to be. So press there, hold the button in, I can pull it up. And then finally, when you come to the winter and maybe you're not using it, you have here the cable tidy on the back, so I can take the mains cable, just pop it in there and put that back on, and then everything's nice and neat in the one position. If you're thinking about, okay Chris, that's all fine, but how do I clean my fan? Have a look at the video that I did on YouTube for the 1056 for how to clean your fan. It's one of our more popular videos because you will get dirt starting to build up inside on the blades and around the motor housing, because if we're pulling a huge amount of air through for you, then of course there's going to be a build up of some dirt there. So check out the cleaning video for the 1056, because of course it's exactly the same fan head here, so it's exactly the same routine for cleaning. All you got to do is just undo a couple of screws, flick these tabs out, the front comes off, and then you've got nice easy access in order to do your cleaning. So I hope you found that useful. Everything you need to know about the MeacoFan 1056p, the pedestal version. As I said at the beginning, it's everything you love about the 1056 in a pedestal version. And you can probably see now why these fans win so many awards, why it's got the Quiet Mark award for being so quiet, and why everyone loves them so much. We're very proud of them. Thank you very much for watching. If I've missed anything or you've got any questions, then please do leave some comments down below, and we will answer every single one of them for you. But for now, thanks for watching. Goodbye.